Hello and a very good morning to you. It's day two, it's Tuesday at the Total BWF World Championships 2015, and well, lots to look forward to from this second day's play at the biggest badminton event of the year. We're at the Istora Senayan in Jakarta in Indonesia, perhaps the world's most famous badminton venue of them all. We've had some great battles here over the years, and we're looking forward to some more here today. Sasaki, Artem, Pochtarev are getting ready to come out for men's singles. In fact, men's singles to start for the first two matches, because Lin Dan, the number 5 seed, the 5 probably pretty apt really, given the fact he's the 5-time world champion as well. He's out in action very shortly as well. And then Indonesia have their women's singles hope. Maria Faber Kusu Mastuti up against Pai Yu Po in a second round clash, followed by women's doubles, and then what a medal hope, a real gold medal hope as well, in Liliana Natsir and Ahmed up against Kagayev and Bolotova of Russia. So lots to look forward to, and there'll be plenty more to come after that as well here on court number 1. I'm Richard Kaufman. Steen Pedersen is alongside me. Sho Sasaki, Artem Pochtarev, as I was saying, is the first matchup. Steen, today's the day when the real big boys arrive at the World Championships.
Exactly. We have Lin Dan on court. Next match after this, we have Chen Long entering the tournament, and of course Lee Chong-wei as well.
Well, this is the draw. Obviously, no one has played on this side of the draw so far in the men's singles. And as you can see, the winner of this match will meet either Scotland's Kieran Miralles or Denmark's Hans Christian Vittinghus, who are on this court a little bit later on. Lin Dan also in this side of the draw as well. So here probably be the danger man, if you like, when one of these guys perhaps gets to the round of 16.
Yeah, nobody really likes to see Lin Dan in their end of the draw.
Well, here come the players then. Sho Sasaki first, and then the Ukrainian Pochtarev. An experienced campaigner against a man who's playing in his first World Championship. So it's a real contrast here in terms of experience. Not just World Championship experience, but what you'd call top flight experience as well.
Yeah, Pochtarev is not a regular player on the Superseries circuit, and that should leave a huge advantage with Sho Sasaki.
Quite noticeable. There's a few more people here first thing. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning here in Jakarta, the capital city of Indonesia, but people coming in all the time, and you'd expect with Lin Dan on second that you know, and with Maria Faber obviously playing as well in the third match, that the crowd will build as the morning goes on.
Yeah, I think they will. I think they will. Also, we have Indonesians on later on today. I think there's 5 Indonesian pairs here today. So I think we're in for a treat here in Istora Senayan.
Yeah, well, Tantawi Ahmed and Liliana Natsir on match number 5 on this court as well. So yeah, it really is going to be a super day. Obviously, the big surprise yesterday, if you like, came from Chao Tijien going out, but obviously another big boosted decision by the Badminton Association of Malaysia in picking Zulfari in the first place, because they might not have done, because he wasn't an automatic choice.
They could have picked Chong-wei Feng.
Yeah.
But funny story, because there were some newspaper articles that perhaps Zulfari wasn't really up to the task, but he proved them wrong yesterday.
Certainly did, beating the number 6 seed, so he's the biggest seed out. Not seeded Sho Sasaki, has been in the past. This is his 5th World Championship appearance. As you can see, been a struggle for him. In fact, he's lost in the first round in his last 4 tournaments. Never nice to arrive in that kind of form, Steve.
No, and he's not at the peak of his career. So he's struggling to cling on to the Super Series circuit. He's number 3 or 4, in my opinion, in the Japanese team right now. Of course, with Kento Momota as the top gun at the moment in Japan.
Well, Pochtarev also a little bit of a struggle. You can see a positive win-loss ratio, ranked 70th in the world. Last event, he lost in the first round of the Russian Open, made it past round one in the Open Chinese Taipei Grand Prix Gold event before that, but that was because another Japanese opponent, Takuma Ueda, retired early on. Prior to that, had 3 semi-final appearances, so decent form. Setiawan Mahudu is our umpire, and telling the players that it's almost time to play, and our service judge is Wayena. So lots to look forward to, starting with this match. 11 years between them in terms of age, 45 places between them in terms of world ranking places. But if you like, you feel, even though he lost in the first round of the Russian Open, that the Ukrainian, in terms of winning matches, has had a better feeling in 2015 than Sasaki at the other end.
Yeah, so the self-confidence should be slightly better. The problem is, though, that it's lower tier tournaments compared to the ones that Sasaki has been playing.
Sure, the White Knight, Spanish International, Slovenia International. You'd expect, you know, he got to the semi-finals there. You'd expect Sasaki to probably win those kind of events.
Yeah, and also Pochtarev is not a dedicated singles player. He's also playing the men's doubles, and we don't see that.
It's funny you should say that, because
in Super Series levels.
Yeah, because in our next match, Lin Dan's up against Sadawat, who's also playing men's doubles here this week.
And on my left, Artem, Pochtarev. So Sasaki to serve. Level. Black.
So day 2 of the World Championships about to get underway. Sho Sasaki against Artem Pochtarev is our first offering, and a nervy netted backhand from the Ukrainian. And that got some of the nerves out.
1-all. Service over. 2-1.
Just a little bit of early sparring going on here.
Yeah, they haven't played each other before, so both players will be just sort of feeling each other's teeth.
That was a confidence booster, that kind of shot there from Pochtarev. Wow. Nice touch around the net.
Yeah.
3,
Very nice
2.
idea. That would most definitely have been a winner. Has gone over the net.
He has got some weapons, hasn't he, Pochtarev? There's a nice little touch around the net. He's, I mean, not the hardest smasher I've seen, but he's got a bit of power there.
Yeah, and that's a good idea to come out firing here if you have a little bit of nerves and feel a little bit stuck in the body. Sort of loosens up using your power. Let's keep it inside the lines, though.
3,
Always helps.
4.
Sasaki really, I mean, he's 33 now. He kind of was a late bloomer. His peak years probably was around 2011 when he reached the quarterfinals of the World Championships. He was a bit of a giant killer that year, beat some of the big names in badminton in a couple of events.
4.
Clever service.
In.
Yeah, it was in, as the umpire
6,
said.
4.
Questioning look from Pochtarev, but you can't go to Hawkeye on that one. Looked good though, as you said. And it looks as if Sasaki is starting to find his stride here.
7, 4.
We were watching them warm up, Steen. They always have a player before a play gets underway,
7.
hitting a few shuttles to see speed of the shuttle, and obviously you were keeping an eye on the drift, and it's a pretty obvious one, isn't it?
Yeah, the drift is coming towards us. That means that Pochtarev is playing with the drift, and we haven't really. That's called in, and I believe it's
Service
right.
over.
Good call by the line judge.
Yeah.
5.
Pochtarev does know he's got Hawkeye available to him, because it's probably the first event
Artem.
he's played in that he's had that at his disposal. But he didn't challenge it. So you were saying about the drift?
Yeah, Pochtarev hasn't really played a lot of clearing shots yet, or lift to the baseline, and so far handled the win okay. But the problem for him is that Sasaki can just move closer and closer to the net and control the front court. Good smash there.
Service over. 6.
Well, he's a tall man. He can hit that shuttle from up high. Get some full power behind those overheads. Use it to good effect there. As did Sasaki.
Very nice kill there from Sasaki. Slices it a little bit.
6.
And still plays it straight, that one. This racket is actually looking like he's going to cross it, but twist the racket head just in the nick of time. Oh.
Points towards the mics there, does Pochtarev.
6.
Good call.
Because you'd expect maybe the drift to catch up with that, and maybe
Yeah, that's
get
what we
closer
saw
to the
yesterday, that there was a side drift going left to right, and well, this being Istora-Sanayan, one of the stadiums with the most unpredictable drift, you'd always be alert when a new day is arriving, see if the drift is the same as it was yesterday.
11-6, the interval lead for Sho Sasaki.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1,
As well left.
20 seconds.
Well, interested to see how things progress in this side of the draw. Of course, Sho Sasaki's played Lin Dan on a number of occasions. They met, in fact,
11
at
seconds.
Sasaki's last final, which was the
Black.
Asian Badminton Championships last year, and Lin Dan won it. Albeit it came in 3 games, but Lin Dan at that time was only just coming back from an enforced, well, not forced, it was a self-enforced hiatus, wasn't it?
6.
I actually think Sasaki has a win over Lin Dan
I think you're right, yeah.
in his head-to-heads. Not a lot of players who's got that.
Service over.
It should be pointed out that
7.
he doesn't have an
12.
advantage in the head-to-heads. He's actually
No.
picked off one, but I mean, he has been around a while, so. Good attacking by Pochtarev, but excellent defensive work from Sasaki there.
His head-to-head against Lin Dan is 112.
Yeah, I did win one, so you were right.
Yeah. And the victory was actually here in Indonesia in 2011, the Indonesia Open. as you said, hit perhaps his prime year.
Service over. 8-13.
Yeah, which is not normal to see someone hit their prime year at the age of 30 necessarily, is it? But that's how it happened for Sasaki. So no surprise really here at 33, still out here battling away.
Paul Ekara won his first All England at the age of 30 or 29,
Right.
but won the Olympic gold at the age of 30, 1996.
Of course, Lin Dan, Lee Chong-wei next year will be in their 30s. We're hoping to win gold at Rio. Whether that's going to be the case, of course, we'll wait and see. Right now, it's gold at the World Championships. They've all got their mind up.
8.
Men's singles, who's the favourite for you? Chen Long?
I have to divide it between Chen Long and Lee Chong-wei, and the reason for that division is that Chong-wei has a very, very good record here in Istora Senayan, and the Chinese players have not won here since 1989.
14.
Xiong Guobao won the Indonesia Open, and Yang Yang won the World Championships, and since then, no Chinese men's singles player has won the tournament.
That's an interesting stat, isn't it?
Lin Dan has never been past the quarterfinal stage.
Well, we'll come on to Lin Dan, obviously, in our next offering, but so we'll kind of hold that thought. That's a lovely net shot from Sasaki. Good clear by Pochtarev, though, and then the overhead's missed by the Japanese player.
14.
I'm pretty sure that would have gone long had he left it Sho Sasaki. But of course, Chen Long has been the dominant force this year. Only 2 losses all year, so clearly
Lee
one of the
Chong-wei,
favorites.
one loss.
Lee Chong-wei 1 loss to Chen Long, but hasn't played that many top players yet.
Hasn't played that much, obviously. His was an enforced hiatus.
Service over.
Well, there's been signs from Pochtarev in this match,
10.
but Sasaki has played very well.
Yeah, and the thing is that I would suspect that Sasaki feels quite confident right now that he's going to take this first game, so he can start at least a little bit thinking about the second game where he will play with the wind.
Really well played point.
Excellent rally by Sho Sasaki. And these pushes from the net, flat pushes to the
16,
baseline, very, very
10.
efficient from this side of the court. From the other side, it's really, really difficult to get the correct length, to judge the speed you need to hit the shuttle with, because you have the wind helping you a little bit. You can see that the feet of Sasaki very rarely touches one of the baselines, because Pochtarev plays a little bit short,
Service over.
mainly because he wants to
11,
attack, but also because he's
16.
afraid when he lifts or clears, he's afraid it will go long, so very, very easy to play too short.
Lovely little touch, though, there from the Ukrainian to reduce it to a 5-point deficit.
Good shot.
Service over.
Yeah, there's a lot of weapons there from
11.
Sasaki.
Good variation in the flat game, because I think actually Pochtarev should be able to capitalize a little bit on his double playing skills in the flat game, but so far has been outmaneuvered by Sasaki. That's a good length.
He's playing very confidently, isn't he, here, Sasaki?
18. 11.
They're starting to stretch away now at the end of this opening game.
Bit of a mishit there.
Game point 11.
So 9 game points it is for Sasaki here. And 5 points in a row to take the opening game.
Game won by Sasaki.
Convincing, confident.
21-11.
Sasaki very dominant in that opening game, despite the best efforts from the Ukrainian. Shows Sasaki takes the opening game here, 21 points to 11. Trying a tight net shot there, Pochtarev couldn't come off, and hard to see here how he's going to find a way back in game number 2 to stop this one being over in the next 15-20 minutes or so.
It'll be very interesting to see the beginning of this second game. Pochtarev on the side that has been the easiest side for at least the men's singles players. Now it's his turn to sort of push his shots to the baseline. But he'll probably be put under a little bit more pressure. You should see Sasaki come out a little bit more attacking, or at least trying to control the rallies by playing downwards. And of course, keeping the net.
Court 1, 20
I
seconds.
wasn't able to translate that.
Court 1,
there was certainly love going somewhere.
Yeah.
I didn't see Steen Pedersen there, but could have been.
Second game, level. Black.
So Sasaki very dominant. Will the change of ends mean a change in the manner of this match? Well, that's showing.
1 love.
Well done by Sasaki. He stays really close to the net.
Bang. Bang, bang, boom.
2 love.
Good read by Sasaki. He just pushed at the net and then probably thought, oh, my opponent is not going to try the same again. He's trying to lift, and he killed it. And one more kill.
3 love.
It's always hard, isn't it? You're watching Sasaki and you think, playing really, really well. And, Lin Dan, I'm sure, is warming up, so not, I mean, that's very short. I mean, that's meat and drink, but Lin Dan won't be watching because he'll be warming up probably. But you'll be thinking,
love.
If Vittinghouse as well in this side of draw, Sasaki could be a danger if he's playing this kind of badminton.
Yeah, yeah. I saw Vittinghouse was in the practice courts here this morning. I don't know if he's here in the hall to watch this match, because he probably knows Sasaki really well. Oh, just missed it.
This one.
Service
He's
over.
human. I mean, because
1
the
4.
hotel from these courts is literally a 5-minute walk away, and
Yeah.
he's on later, isn't he? I think he's on something like match 8 on this court, something
Yeah.
like that. So it would be silly to stick around
Probably
too long.
Probably just
2,
see the first game,
4.
or first part of the first game, to get an impression. He's both players fully fit and so on, but much more concentration on your own match. If you think ahead in this tournament, you might be going to the airport too soon.
Exactly. I took a very rare trip to the gym yesterday, and all the Danes were in there. Axelsen, everything else was in there. It's interesting watching the routines that are going on. Obviously, it's not, didn't see any weight lifting. Well, that's an excellent response. No weights being lifted, but a lot of work being done on movement and stretching and that sort of thing. That was best shot in a while from Pochtarev. Little push to the back of the court.
Four, all.
Talking to himself, the Ukrainian Sasaki.
Yeah, good effort. Coming back.
4-love to 4-4.
When you're playing this near side of the court and you're lifting, you simply must expect a smash, because it's really hard. As we've discussed many times, it's really hard to play with accuracy to the baseline. So the bigger chance is that it will be a shot coming to the front court, and you must cover it well.
Explosive stuff there from Sasaki.
6-4.
Sasaki asking for the mop to come out. A little bit of perspiration falling onto the court. Gives the players a chance to towel down.
Good.
Chance for us to see him. The shot for the prior point.
Well,
just 20 minutes gone in this match, and its destiny seems to be very much in his hands.
Seven, 4. Out.
Time it was short
So
from
it's over.
Sasaki.
5-7.
Really excellent shot there. Some players might have taken that with the backhand, but he goes round the head and attacks. Very nice done by Sho Sasaki.
Pity from Pochtarev's point of view that he played the point well, read it well. And then
9-5.
I think it was quite a good pick-up from Sasaki. I don't think the chance was as big as Pochtarev hoped it would be. He actually had Sasaki in Denmark 14 days when he was a youngster. I think he was 15 or 16, watching the national practice and practicing with some of the younger players in the Danish clubs, together with Shoji Sato, who's now the coach, I think, of the women's singles.
10-5.
These players are match trouble, not just in tournaments. Pochtarev, for example, is going to be playing his badminton next year in a league in Switzerland. There's some decent leagues, aren't there, in Europe, Germany, obviously in Denmark as well. Good one started in the last year in England too.
11-5.
Obviously, there's much established ones in China, and Korea, and Japan. Interval lead, 11-5. It's dominant, isn't it, from Sasaki?
Artem. Artem. Artem.
Pochtarev leaving his racket on the court. Must be difficult now knowing that the race is run, really, to go out on court and
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1,
go out
20
there
seconds.
and just carry on giving it your best.
Yeah.
Playing for pride now, really.
Yeah, and for the experience, get a feeling on how is the game plan. Perhaps trying to anticipate a little bit more, taking the chances on the front court.
Interesting how he's been chatting away to himself, hasn't he, throughout this match. He's desperate to try and play to his very best.
He moves a little bit back from the net. Whenever he plays it at the net himself, he moves a little bit back, covering the backcourt, but there's not going to be any shots to the backcourt. And it's really hard to do the opposite of what you do in practice and in a tournament where there's no drift.
Of course, it's his first time playing in this arena as well.
I suspect he's played in halls where there's drift before, but it's so distinct in here. Well done. Too much power, but a lot of angle on that smash.
13-5.
Yeah, great technique as well. Look at this.
Yeah. Just a flick of the racket. Arm not moving a lot.
Well, that's 6 points in a row, which if there was going to be any doubt about the outcome, that's put paid to that, hasn't it, really?
Well played. And he's doing a very clever thing now, Sasaki, playing. He is quite comfortable. He knows he's going to win this match.
14,
so now it's about getting used to the hole. So he's probably trying to play a bit more clear now than he would have done had it been closer in the scoreline. So he can use this last part of the second game to get a little bit better feel for this court number 1 and hope that he will be back here for tomorrow's match.
15-5.
Potential meeting against Vidinghus or Merrilees, Lin Dan, and then awaiting after that. And mentioned they played at the Asian Badminton Championships. They also met at the Olympics, didn't they, Lin Dan and Sho Sasaki?
16-5. Artem. Artem. Artem.
That's for a little bit of racket abuse. It wasn't too bad. Just getting a little frustrated. After all, he has just lost the last 9 points in a row.
Yeah, and I think maybe no one really would have noticed unless the umpire sort of drew the attention to it.
Double figures now in terms of successive points.
17-5.
Oh, that's going to go wide.
And that's in.
Five.
I think you're right, Richard. I think he's not aware that he has the possibility of challenging. Good length on the lift there from Sasaki.
19.
Well, he closed out the opening game, Sasaki, by winning 5 points in a row. And he has the possibility of closing this one out with 14 points in a row.
And it shows a little bit the difference in level between the tiers of tournaments in international badminton. Quite a big difference between Super Series level and Challenge Grand Prix.
Yeah, there you go.
Service over. 6-19.
I've heard the noise levels go up a little bit. That's because an Indonesian doubles pair have come onto one of the adjacent courts.
Fault.
Bringing a little bit of respectability to the scoreline with these couple of points here, Pochtarev.
Fault. 8-19.
Or is it the start of a comeback?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, it was tongue-in-cheek. That's good, though.
Yeah. This
19.
is an expression from American football, garbage time. They're still playing some rallies, but the match is really decided. Sure, Sasaki is going to win.
And there are match points.
Service over. 20. Match point. 9. Fault.
We haven't seen a lot of the
Service
side
over.
drift as we expected.
10,
I expected the side drift to
20.
be more left to right. So, in my opinion, there's a little change in that from yesterday.
11-20. Game.
Well, that's that. Impressive. It was an impressive performance from Sasaki. A little shake of the hand from Pochtarev there, he's obviously disappointed with his efforts. 21-11, 21-11, but take nothing away from the veteran Japanese player there. He faced some delightful shots. Fine array as well, showing off his talents. Nice net shot to finish it all. And it'll be a fine test for whoever he meets in the next round. Against either Scotland's Kieran Miralles or Denmark's Hans Christian Vidigus. 21-11, 21-11. Sasaki through to the round of 32. So Sasaki through against Pochtarev, and next it's the number 5 seed, Lin Dan, I think you may have heard it, up against Sanawat Pongneda of the United States of America, and women's doubles and mixed doubles to come after that with a certain Liliana Natsir and Tantawi Ahmed. Surely get the better of Gagaev and Pochtarev, we shall see. Another Indonesian mixed doubles pair on court right now as well. Court number 4. But the announcement being made that Sanawat and Lin are about to come out. The officials out first, of course. Anticipation for the next match, and it's good to see that Istora Senayan is well, I'd say far from full, but there's at least a decent crowd here. America versus China. Sanawat Pongneda against Lin Dan. Winner of this match has a nice draw in the round 2 as well, with Daniel Paola and David Obenostera waiting in round 2. There is the draw. We can see Sho Sasaki obviously through. There's Paola and Obenostera, the Brazilian-Austrian, meeting the winner of this one. Then Miralles and Viddinghouse will play from their match later on. The winner of that plays Sasaki. So that's how things will shape up in this side of the draw. But there's no doubt who the danger man is. Lin Dan, how far can he go? Because, Steve, you were talking about it a little bit in that previous match. He doesn't have the best of record here at the Istora Senayan. Doesn't have the best of record so far in 2015. Let's just hear the reception first for him.
Good to see him back here at the Worlds.
So, I mean, how strong are his prospects for you?
That's what we're all looking to see. I mean, he hasn't had the best season so far. Lost here in June in the first round against Tommy Sugiato. Lost to Vic Tatzels in the first round of the Australian Open. Lost to Thomas Sugiarto as well in, I think it was India Open and so on. So he's had some losses. The thing is that this is the tournament that really gets the best out of Lin Dan. He's been playing for so many years. He's won pretty much everything. Not the Indonesian Open, though. But he's won pretty much everything. 2 Olympic golds, 5 World Championships, numbers of Thomas Cups and Sudirman Cups and so on. So what I'm trying to say is that the smaller tournaments, the smaller Super Series tournaments, is probably not enough to really get him going at this stage of his career. But this is the World Championships.
Yeah, it's a major, and this is, you know, you said to him at the start of 2015 what we'd be aiming at. I mean, obviously he wants to be part of a winning Sudirman Cup team, but on an individual level, this is it, the World Championship. That the next year will be the Olympics.
Yeah.
And then he'll say goodbye to the sport as probably one of the greatest ever. But this is the man who's got to say, the draw comes out, Sarawat Pochtarev, and he goes, oh my goodness, not again. Because he faced him in the first round in 2013 at the World Championships. It's not fair, is it? You get Lin Dan twice in 3 years in round 1.
But then again, then you have some experience playing him.
Yeah, you know how much you got beaten the first time. Yeah. 21-6, 21-9 it was. Sarawat from New York, Thai parents, give her the name Isa. Probably stronger in the men's doubles than he is in the men's singles. And here he is up against the world number 5, of course, former world number 1, Lin Dan. And, well, yeah, there's been a few early losses that